What? Yep. I thought you was cooking. You ain't cooking now.
No, I'm cooking, babe. I got you. I got you.
He said he back here talking about he ain't cooking, y'all.
No, I'm gonna cook, but
he
I'm
tripping, bro.
You might as well come up at the same time.
He tripping, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
At the same time.
Yeah, because mine's going in the oven.
Okay.
And that's it. Then I'm out. I can do the Brussels sprouts by the time you finish your shit.
Okay. Y'all, we got an interview with Andrew Cox of STC Media.
Blah, blah, blah. Shouts out to him. Popping out.
For sure.
ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, boom, gotcha.
Oh, wait till I tell you what I just got a message from VT Upmost.
Oh, gosh. Late-ass message. What, police pulled the dude over?
I ain't saying nothing. I was like, can you reschedule it for tonight? That's what he said. What up, Westside?
Westside, what up?
What's the deal? We about to play.
Yeah. What you talking about, like 9, 10?
It's not happening. I gotta work tomorrow. I'm not fucking doing no extra stuff. Motherfuckers be fucking up, bro. Money Marathon. Money Man Podcast.
Damn, homie. It's that boy. Do that early.
Yeah.
Just spoke to him yesterday. Everything's good.
Check your email no more, Tomo. Click the link, pull up. Well, I don't want to do this shit.
like 6.
That's what I'm saying. You had time. I was
asleep. I thought you did it.
I did.
You was up here the whole time.
I ain't gonna lie, I did too. I thought I set it up too. I'm tired, y'all. I was knocked out.
Hell yeah. Shit.
Slobbing.
If I didn't put that on the alarm clock on, it would have been a wrap. That's why I put it on. I was like, I feel like I'm gonna be out.
All right, acapella, Glocky. Oh man, that's my everybody.
We was pretty, it was me, my piper up. I was broke, but I can't go try to take something now. I'm hot. He ain't get greedy, he got shitty, beat his feet around the block. Too much Russia up the pole when he ran it, now he knocked. Man, let a nigga play, then he late, cause that whole shit in my blood. Must have gone, and I was locked up in that county for that gun. Use a bitch, all that fake gon' get you smoke. I'm on go, don't like to drink. I've got that bitch past it the throat. SRT on better block, I'll wet you up and make you float. She just asked me if I'm trying to eat some pussy. I said, no, no, this one bitch, she gon' fuck all of the guys. Been free to bros. Remember, nights up in that cell, ain't had no heat and it was cold. Can't go back if I see 12, I stuff the gas, it's time to go. If I see off, I'm pumping brakes, just know I'm bouncing out that dope. They said they ain't heard me yet. I think it's about that time they know. Think back when your homie died, couldn't find a killer. Now you know. Can't say hack, cause that shit bad, but if you back, you put to bed. You can't never say I ran. If I see off, I don't got lit. Unless I'm chasing, then I'm both. Little Marvin, that's my folks. Little Ricky, game for show up. You my option, drop your low. He was bold, then he got smoked. Don't ask me shit, bitch, ask your hoe. She the one that drops your low. I hear the West and I go ghost. Payment bodies, that ain't me. The ops ain't did no shit to me. They ain't did no shit to Mark. But that's scary when he free. We might kill his ass on stream. I don't show speed, but I show switch. Same shorty try to split. Same shorty doing the dick. No bad. Hey, man, free all my brothers out the gates, man. Free bar, nigga. Free Ricky, nigga. Free K, nigga.
Hey, what up, though?
Hey.
What's up? How you doing? Can you hear me? Am I clear?
Yep, you clear?
Indeed.
Cool. Sometimes the signal in this house is rough, so just let me know if I start like glitching out and shit like that.
Right.
So.
It happens.
You
Cool.
know. We know.
Cool. All right.
So go ahead and introduce yourself. Let everybody know who you are and where you are from.
All right. My name is Andrew Cox. I started a YouTube channel about almost 4 years ago called STC Media, which evolved into several other like offshoot channels, one being Fathers Fight Back. This started in St. Charles, Missouri, which is literally a stone's throw to St. Louis, Missouri. It's just right across the bridge, like not even 10 minutes away, depending on which side of St. Louis you're going to.
Okay.
So you're right there.
So you right there, he said.
Yeah. Well, so some of my childhood spent quite a bit of experienced youth, I guess you would say, in the deepest parts of St. Louis. Like a place, if you looked up Colt Brilliant in between Kings Highway and Natural Bridge, that was where my he was my brother pretty much, but that's where our granny stayed, was out there. So I grew up a lot out there. I grew up in Vegas, when I was a kid too. I was always more comfortable in more rural or urban areas. I didn't really like suburban shit, and most of them people didn't like me either. So
I feel you. So okay. So where were you born at then?
St. Louis. I was born in
Born
St.
and
Louis.
raised, but you grew up in Vegas as well.
Yeah. So until I was like 8.5, and then I moved out to Vegas until I was about 14.
Okay. So tell us about STC Media.
Man, what is it you do?
So to do that though, I got to give you a little bit more of a background to it. Okay, so yeah, so the origins-ish of at least the what I consider to be some form of a duty of mine now, some form of contribute to society and bettering in society. So younger, I wanted to do like the military thing, but I was kind of a fuck up, drinking, smoking. Never was a drug addict, but did plenty of drugs, did plenty of partying. And I got in trouble with the law quite a bit. And one day I ran from the police, hurt my leg. The drugs and the drinking kind of stopped me from wanting to actually pursue military career, but then once I got that injury, that was it, you know. And so I got left stuck feeling this urge of how do I bring service. I was a victim as a kid and I just wanted to help. I wanted to do something, you know, good. So I thought be a police officer. So I went to college to be a cop for a minute. And then I was running down the steps after class one day. And my ACL is the injury that I got. I never got repaired. Yeah, I fell down the steps, re-injuring it, which the ACL was gone. So I was it just snapped out of place. Fell down there. I'm like, I'm gonna ever chase down a suspect when I can't even run down the. So
Right.
again, I'm left with reality check. Can't really help here now. So what do I do? Well, I started, you know, watching YouTube, and I saw what you. I don't know if you guys ever heard of a first auditor, but they go out, flex our constitutional rights in the public at government, making sure that they're upholding the oath, making sure that they understand that we, the actual boss, you know, we are the one that dictate what they do. We give them their job, you know. Basically, if you break it down, they're kind of all social service workers, you know. They get like they get paid by taxes, kind of like a donation almost. So anyway, point is, I was watching them. I'm like, man, these people, they're running up against some of the most corrupt governments I've ever seen, and it's just local governments, and nobody's holding them accountable, but the citizen themselves, you know. And I started thanking them, you know, and I was really following them. I started getting known in the chats, and communicating with a lot of them. And I'm like, man, just saying thank you doesn't feel enough, you know. It just doesn't feel like there's enough give back, right, to their excuse me, to their sacrifice of what they're doing, their efforts. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make a video, and it was for this guy Sheep Show. Fantastic man. All right, he's a great man. He's actually the reason why I started really looking back into Christianity and why I found God again. Is because we had talks, and he never wanted to push religion on me. We just had talks, and they would go so long, and it would just open my eyes to, you know, this person is what, you know, now I know in the Bible we're supposed to be lions, not these what a person I follow calls sewing circle Christians, the religion of be nice. We're supposed to be lions. We're supposed to be out there and be strong. And this dude did that. So anyway, I made a video for him, and one of the mods specifically, Crofty was her name at that time. It's Laura Crofty now. But anyway, I made the video, sent it. I wanted to send it to them and show that I went to my local post office, and I was like, look, I'm just going to do this so that I can show you, not only do I appreciate you, but I'm going to put my own effort into it. And, you know, it's just going to be a private video. Right. I didn't know how to send that large of a file. So Sheep Show just suggested, why don't you make a YouTube channel and just send the link to us privately. Just, you know, then we can be the only ones that watch it. I was like, all right, cool. So I made a channel. I think, didn't I come up with STC right away? I did, which is St. Charles is why, you know, that's where I'm from, St. Charles Media. And the reason why I picked media is because I was planning on going so far into the realm of reporting, whatever it may be, promoting or putting people on blast or whatever. So I made that. And I uploaded it, and I was like, you know what? It's not gonna go very far. I'll just put it public. Fuck it. And so I put it public, gained some decent little traction. Not a lot, but a lot for somebody who didn't have. I had like 4 subscribers at that time. It was you guys and them. All of a sudden, though, I was getting hundreds, then, you know, like 1,000 views on that one video. I'm like, okay, cool. So then I went out and did a couple more, and I did one more specifically, and I titled it Fire Bob and Bob Schneer, and he was our local second to the admitted. I forgot the head of the administrative offices of St. Charles. He was like the second in command. And he came out and he tried to push me out, and I didn't go anywhere. As in fact, instead of leaving the building, as he's getting in my face, what I did is I circled around him and I retreated further into the office. So I was like, man, I ain't going nowhere. Like, you know, and they were trying to tell me it ain't public. And I was like, okay, so then what's the coffee and donuts, the seats that are all sitting around for, you know, the public to walk in and sit down? What's that for? Is that just for you guys? You know, so anyway, that video went like viral. I got over 1 million views in less than a month. You know, my subscribers were shooting up. Yeah, I mean, I was growing quite fast, you know. So I had it was touching 9,000 subscribers right at 8 months, you know. It was growing quickly. And I started moving to catching online adults meeting kids for illicit activities. You know, I gotta be
Oh wow.
Yeah, I gotta be careful with the words because I don't want to mess.
I know.
All right,
yeah.
so
I'm glad you know.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I know is because they took my channel down. So I caught 2 of them in my community. First one was under investigation, still is. I don't know actually what the progress with that one went, just because like I moved out of state and kind of lost contact with the officer and stuff. So I haven't checked back in to see what happened with him. But the second guy, he was ballsy enough to start showing people parts of the videos. Like he was gaining people supporting him as if in which on Rumble, I still got the messages between us. You know, I immediately age drop. Like there's no way around it. But he like conveniently leaves things out to people, showing them. Some of them turned on him though, like the gas station up the street, and they called me. They're like, "Hey man, this dude's out there showing you people your number." Shit. I'm like, "Oh, is he? Okay." So anyway, he reported it as harassment.
Wow.
And I had met Tech9. I had met a lot of people that were in the business of finding trolls on the internet and like kind of smashing them out or being able to get videos deleted and stuff. So I felt very confident that my channel wasn't going to get touched. And so I challenged it. And I challenged it 3 times. When you get that 3 times, I was like, man, fuck that, dude. My video is righteous. It's right. It's out there exposing evil. So I'm going to leave it up, you know. And I modded it a couple times. The very first one, which was legit, I put his number out on the video, but I left out one number off, you know, conveniently off the screen, which gives you what, 10 options. It's not that hard to find who he was, but fuck him again, you know. So, but anyway, yeah, my channel got taken down, so all that was gone. I had this one growing just very, very, very small, and I decided to try and keep this one away from it. And I made another backup STC, and that one just got took down like a couple months ago, actually, for past videos. The algorithm just found the videos and just boop, took it down.
That's crazy. Did you had it name the same thing or something?
Yeah, of course. And actually, what I think was happening is that somebody was looking for me in that community, the 1A community, which is the First Amendment auditors. They fucking, man, them people, they're a joke, dude. And so I started calling them out. And this is why, like, I knew some of the big, like, really big First Amendment auditors, like San Joaquin, who else, man, that was big? Who did anyway, a couple people was doing videos on me. Sorry, they were doing videos on me, and so trolls were coming. And so I think somebody started reposting my videos, and so I started getting traction back onto my channel just recently, just a couple people, and it's usually trolls. And I think they maybe mass reported my videos again or something.
Yeah, we've been getting some. Grandson, what's wrong, grandson?
What is dude's name who analyzes all those videos? Why can't I ever think of him? What's up?
I'm crying.
Big dude, like
I'm crying.
He has 1 million subscribers over now, whatever he has.
That's crazy though. So they're getting your videos taken, well, your channel's taken down.
Yeah, you know, I'm one to kind of always speak my mind, regardless of consequences, for real. You know, I don't really like to tiptoe around what's going on.
And it's hard, especially when you got a page online. You fuck around and say some shit. Hey,
yeah,
it's what it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
really, you know.
So that's what STC Media is about. What about Fathers Fight Back?
So Fathers Fight Back was the offshoot. What I was doing was researching laws, and like it goes to the LGBTQ AI plus community now, indoctrinating our children, and how the books in the schools had so much pornography in it, teaching children how to do certain things. Which, like, one specifically that I had, it was a video of two moms doing acts together.
Right.
And one of them had an amputated arm. So it's just like talking about two women, how they can rub each other's genitals, right? Okay. And they just have this picture. It's illustrated, it's a cartoon. This is a book for kids. It was in kids' library, in school libraries. And it showed the amputated arm. Didn't ever talk about it. I was just like, why? It was just very weird how they had to include this little detail that meant nothing to the content, which was disgusting anyway. So I was doing that, and I was finding that there was laws in it wasn't Minnesota. Man, the first, I can't remember. So this was like almost 4 years ago. I can't remember the first state that was doing. They were creating law that if you misidentified somebody's sexual preference or identity, it is a felony. You will become a felon. So if you straight up, I was like, you maliciously go out and you tell, if a dude wants to pretend he's a woman and you call him a man, and you're doing it with the intention of, being mean, then you are up on felony charges. And people were saying, no, that's bullshit. And I had the number. I was like, they were passing a bill for it. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, here it is. And so I was shooting it out there, letting people know. So this is the point that I was trying. The reason why I wasn't even like going against the specific LGBTQ community at that point. What I was going after were the people going after kids. So what everybody didn't realize is that maps are a thing. They are also a sexual preference. And do you know what the anagram of map? It's minor attracted person. So that is what they can identify now. Now they're a classified, protected group of people who, if you go and you maliciously call out their sexual orientation or preference, now you're a felon. So if you go out there and expose these monsters, like I was doing, and you call them out, you can go to jail for that. Just for calling out facts. So
that's right.
I was trying to let them know, like, they're riding the coattails of this bill. Y'all need to watch what the fuck you're passing here. I really don't give a shit about all the other thing, which I do now. It's a little bit affecting our kids and our society. And I wasn't as focused on that yet because I just didn't know. But at that point, I was just saying the people that we really want off this planet, are riding the coattails of protected law. And y'all fucking don't see it. It's just, you're blinded. With
like
just
they just don't care.
They promote it. Man.
They just don't fucking care.
Most of the I agree. They do promote it. Absolutely. I think the video that I still have is with this psychiatrist or psychologist. I don't know what the fuck she's pretending to be, but she's bringing up the maps. And she's trying to say that that's okay. They're okay. They're not acting on it, so that's okay as long as they don't act on it. It's like, oh, well, let me get this straight. Like, okay, if they fantasize for it and all this thing, you're still okay with it. Would you? Now, I would like to ask that lady. Would you let them watch your children? Would you go out and let them watch your kid? No, the fuck you wouldn't, right? So of course it does matter. Don't sit there and think just because they don't act on it, they won't. Opportunity just might not have presented itself yet,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild right there.
Yeah, evil's real in this world, it's highlighted, it's promoted, and it's glorified, and everything good now is flipped on its head, and anything that you try and do righteous and actually beneficial to society, you're punished for it. And this, I tell my wife and my kids this all the time, and they understand it. no good deed goes unpunished is a real thing. You can most definitely. I knew this when I was real little because my stepdad, before he left my life, he told me how he rescued a lady getting beat by her man, and he started beating dude's ass. Chick starts turning around beating his ass, and then so now and then the cops got him for assault. It's like, dude, he's just trying to stop some guy, some asshole from beating on his chick. And this is in the 90s, like that's I was well aware on the consequences of good actions, but it never fucking stopped me. I used to fight teachers. I was in special needs classes and stuff like that, but mine was behavioral disorder, but they didn't have the distinguished two. So I was with the kids with the helmets and all that stuff, and they would get bullied. They get bullied, by teachers and students. And I would stand up and I'd fight them all the time. I was fighting kids. I've been to like 30 different schools in my life.
Oh my goodness, your ass is acting a fool.
Yeah,
I set fire to one of them. Yeah, I set fire to the bathroom. I've done some things in my past that I would say that school I used to fight the teachers all the time because they would abuse the kids. So fuck them.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So evangelical children's home, they'd put you in this room, the timeout room. It was just carpeted, no lights, no nothing, and they put you in there for fucking hours.
What?
So yeah, absolutely. I snuck my lighter in there and burned my initials in the wall. I made a teacher cry and quit. I've done what I believe to be justified rebellion against what I know to be corruption and evil that likes to just oppress on anybody weaker than them. So fuck that. Yeah.
Right. Fuck that and fuck them.
No bullies allowed.
Right.
Oh man, that's crazy.
What you deal with in music? You deal with music anyway?
So yeah. So with the music thing,
Go find it.
I met a guy who was
Go find it.
affiliated with a channel called Colorado Pea Patrol, back when it was okay to say that word. And it was probably the biggest channel out there. And the guy's name is Tommy, and he's like what is known as Hanson. Like, dude is known. Okay. And so this guy that I got into contact with, my tattoo artist knew this guy, and he was living in Texas. He was affiliated with them, and what he was doing was he was getting them algorithms and technology and people that can help actually look these people up by their first name, by a license plate, by a phone number. Like, you can get which now you can get apps for that, but they were finding all these people. And so back before that, guy was acting like he knew. I know all about you. I got your numbers. I got your addresses. And he would just scare them into confessions. But then my guy reached out to them. Was like, look, I can actually give you this stuff. Let me give you this. And so all of a sudden, Tommy's channel started going way professional because he was finding them at their places. He was actually going up to their houses and stuff. And dude was very professional at what he does. And so this guy was like, let me get your channel like that. And so my very first catch, I had him in my ear. I had him in an earpiece. And I was doing everything by the book. We had the police there. Like, everything was solid. It was such a great catch, in my opinion. And it happened so fast, So anyway, he knows all of these people, like from Strange Music and other labels. Like, he knows personally Tech9. He knows personally The Bodyguard, which now I do as well. He knows all these people from the music industry. Recognize that dude that I sent you that's got Snowfall and Ain't Backing Down. That man, great. He is such a good dude. We went to Colorado to see him, and that's where I know now Punchlines, because I went to go meet Recognize, and we were going to follow him to a few of his shows. Punchline was opening for him. And I like just hooked up. I loved his music, and so I reached out to him, and we connected and just took the fuck off. But then my other guy started pushing me onto promoting with these videos, man, which was a little sketchy. These videos are made for other people. and
I
he
hate
chopped,
other people.
he chopped them up and made them sound like STC. I'm like, but he's got them saying it, and they are being tagged in it. So if they had any problem with it, they would just, you know, these are people from Strange Music. They're busy all the time. I think it was more like, hey man, instead of making a new video, because the dude that they made it for was whack. And they're fuck that guy. So they're like, but I can make it for him. Is that okay? And so they all said yes, but I still wanted them to make original videos for me. So I started reaching out to them, and I started being able to promote for them, going to shows. I grew legally in Missouri, so I'd bring them gifts, you know, and everybody that I've ever hooked up with on that has said it's if not the best, there's nothing, it's on the level with the best, you know, which I pride myself a little bit. What's that?
It's legal in Missouri?
Yeah. Now the license, what is it, 3 years? Yeah, now the license is less than $100 or something like that, and it's 3 years. So that's fantastic. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Especially if you want to be a grower.
I know it's I don't know if it's legal where you're at, but if so, you know, I always, oh yeah, hey, if you guys get into it, I'll send you some pictures or something. I can give you at least my recipe, and you can kind of make it your own or something. I don't know how experienced you are, but I was learning from some.
We can read.
He said we can read.
Hey, that's kind of where I got it. You know, I got it from the people I watched doing it. We wrote it down, and I started kind of mixing a little bit of his technique, and I got my own thing. And I was pulling, you know, 14 ounces off of one plant, and that's in every 75 days. So, and I was doing like a few.
Yeah.
Don't want to say too, you know.
You know,
Yeah.
plethora of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The legal amount, we'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't manage nobody, nothing, right?
Say it again.
You manage or something? Anybody in the audit you be sending?
No, I do not. I work for all the owners of their own business, like Vigilant MMA right here. The owner of that is a quadriplegic. When he puts out events, usually I go once a month usually, but I've been focusing on the family. Just had a baby, but
Congrats.
I'm like, thank you. I'm like second to him. You know, I'm his legs and his voice when he needs me to go running through the event and stuff like that. But no, I don't manage people, but I'm in a position of authority when put. You know what I mean?
Sending them here. You said the X-rated joint, so I'm like,
Yeah, I try to do my best to show people that have good intentions in life. You know, X-rated was a man. He was sentenced to prison for life at the age of 17 for a murder, and I think it was Obama passed something for people for minors sentenced to life sentences need to be given a chance for rehabilitation. And so he got selected for that, and it was like 5-6 years ago, maybe a little less, about 5 or 4 years ago. He got 2 kids now. He got released, and he hit the fucking ground running. He decided to get some of the heads of the Bloods and the Crips to do I think it was on Instagram meeting to squash beef, to squash the shit. And his channel is his first channel. His channel got fucking taken down due to gang activity when he's trying to stop it, you know? And so, but anyway, he's what's up?
They don't want it. They want.
No, I know, right?
Get here next. Yeah.
Negativity it sells much better, you know, than positivity. So but he's moved forward now to, you know, trying to bring people more to the light, to the awareness of the evil, keeping fathers in the homes, you know, trying to keep people from bad decisions and kids out of bad situations. And I think that's something that should be promoted for sure, you know. So people that kind of have that mindset, like Punchline 3 and T, he's got it stands for the Holy Trinity. And what he's like I said, a combat veteran. He's seen some fucked up shit, you know, and he's younger than me. He's a young man. I'm 40 years old. He's like 34, 35. He's 35 years old. it's hard that it's so fucked up what we put our men and women through in the service and expect them to come back to society with the same standards that we put on everybody else. And it's like, dude, we need to have a better plan for them, you know, because these pills ain't right. And the number 21, or is it 22? Man, I hate that I don't know that. I think it's 22. It's 21 or 22 soldiers self-delete every single day. You know, and that number is disgustingly high.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And so, and he wants to, a lot of people portray his music as like, if you listen to it, I guess it can sound negative, but if you really listen to his words, what he's trying to tell you is that there is negativity in the world, but fuck that. Go out there and be a fucking man. Go out there and be a woman. Push out positivity, push out the evil, you know, and shed that light on people who need it. Like grow society into something better and stop extinguishing the light that you see people trying to flourish out here, you know. And I do think that there's a lot of disguised flourishing. There's a lot of people that are pushing some of the worst fucking things that we can push for society. And some of it, I don't give a shit what you really do in your private home. But what I do care about is that I just don't think it should be glorified. I think we need to bring back glorification of the family unit, the nuclear family. I think that we just need to stop pushing. I'm not saying make it fucking illegal or all this, but stop pushing it and just remember the commercials when you saw mom, dad, two kids, and golden retriever, white picket fence type shit, like the American dream, come out, pursue, and gain. You know, where is that? It's gone now. Now it's do whatever you want, which it's decadence in society. It's decaying. It's coming to as long as you do you, you're all good. Well, that don't fucking work for me because you got maps out here doing them, and I'm not good with that. And I'm also not good with these books in our kids' libraries at school that is literally showing them how to perform these acts. What the fuck are they doing? You know, it's fucked up. So all the people that I promote in that way is as you can tell, I'm very long-winded all the time.
It's okay.
They feel the same way. They think that there is a plague in society right now that is decaying the fabric of moral goodness. And I don't think everybody wants to have rights and nobody wants to focus on duties. And I think that we have a duty to society to keep it flourishing for our kids. And when we have adults out here doing what the fuck they want and pushing it on our children as if it's okay for our kids to make these adult decisions, dude, I'm not fucking down with that, you know, and neither are some of these people. And, you know, so that's the people that I like to associate myself with through their music.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, Punchine's the one with the dress with the videos you be sending, right?
Yeah. That's Punch. Yeah, dude. He is my absolute best friend, man. We lived together for a minute. Me and I sent you Anthony Boggs too today. We lived together, all three of us, and the wife actually, but we all lived together for a while. And we went on tour for a minute, me and them, dude. It was the best time of my life. He's a great man, and both of them are, and I'm honored to be in their life, you know, and I hope that we can actually make some form of an impact in this industry that I also think is being decayed by I mean, man, the auto-tune, mumble rap, fucking. Let me give you an example. Here's an example. All right, so I work in retail, and I was walking by this kid. He's probably like maybe 19, maybe 20, and I always push Punch everywhere I fucking go. Anybody that I look at, I'm like, man, they probably listen to rap, dude. I'm gonna ask them. And so I asked this kid. He's like, yeah, cool. And so all right, I give him a couple songs. And he listens to one. I get back to him like 2 days later. I ask him, man, did you like him? He's like, nah, man, he just really ain't for me. I was like, okay, cool. I love criticism's great, man. What is it about him that you didn't like? You know, like, is there something that we could do different? Is it beats? Is it his flow? Is it the way he's talking? Like what he's saying? You know, what are the things that you kind of didn't vibe with? And he's like, man, I don't know. I just kind of like black rap, black people rap. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know what the fuck that is. So I asked her, so I'm like, so what is black people rap? Like, give me a rapper that would best describe what you would consider to be black rap, black people rap. And he said, was it Young Doll? Young Doll. And so I listened to a couple of his songs, actually several, and all that dude talks about is like fucking bitches, drugs, like violent, like all this shit. I'm just like, this is what he fucking thinks black rap. Like, what the fuck? What kind of perception do you have of black people? Period. Then I don't understand. Like, that was very insulting to me. I just didn't understand what the fuck that meant. You know, I didn't find one song that felt like it was a positive impact for society in any way. Trying to
they
tell
want to hear all that shoot 'em up, bang bang, let's ride.
Yeah, right. I'm not down with that type of shit. Which, you know, sometimes, especially Old Punch, man, he's got the, you know, you get that, but he's a soldier anyway too, so it is a little bit different coming from him. But plus I'm biased. He's my friend, so who gives a fuck? But you know, I'm just like. But also he's pushing light, and I was just like, man, I want to go up to that kid, but I'll get fired, man. But I want to go up to him. I just want to be like, dude, that was really fucked up. That's what you think. Like, that's what your representation of that is. I thought you could give me something way better than it. I don't know what could be better. Just like I don't know. Like, X-rated would be for me, but I don't know outside of his. What the fuck do you know that would be that positive of an impact to the industry, man, that you would call it? I just don't know, you know.
They don't care if it's positive. They just want to hear it. Right. They just want to hear shoot 'em up, bang bang, and pop that lean and pop them pills, drink that lean and all that.
You're like, wow, wet ass pussy. What the fuck is that? Yeah, and that shit is played. You see, it's played everywhere. You know, I think that it you know, it's always kind of been risque in some of the business part of it. Like, I understand that stepping outside the boundaries of comfortability is kind of key to maybe shock society into listening. But I think that there's a way to do it, and then there's, you know, a cheesy ass way to do it for like shock value. And I'm not, you know, I'm not easily swayed by people like that.
Right.
Hey, that was a wild one.
It was extra.
Yeah.
Extra. All right, let's play a song. Let's play this punchline. Don't trust.
I'm in this video, by the way. We shot this right up the street from my house on Katy Trail.
Go.
Hey V, line them up.
Big gon' have me weak, she gon' have cottage in her lips after she sucking my dick. I'ma have to make it street scene. She on some OnlyFans shit, having me bust my clip. I'ma have to strap me and mean ass best nigga stand shit. You about to cuff this bitch. 12 pulling up with a BBL. It's a free man. Still don't trust that shit. I don't trust that shit. I don't trust that shit. You made this. I don't trust that shit. What you saying? I don't trust that shit. 12 pulling up with a BBL. It's a free man. I don't trust that shit. I don't trust that shit. I don't trust that shit. So what's the issue? You're not yet official. Well, I'm finna show the haters what I'm finna do. I'm ripping the flows with my independent venom. I'm kicking the dough, showing better independence. You are not allowed to talk to me any type of way. Got me ludicrous. It's a slapping nigga kind of day. What to do with this lit chest? I would like to place calm measure, consider a sponsorship right away. I should rip this into pieces, but I just might chill a little bit. I can sniff out all the feces projecting between his lips. I would never ever believe what you be intriguing them with. I'm an educator when it comes to the three. Look at me and I learn this shit. Niggas try to play me like I ain't been raw. Pissing off the league out. Then bitches try to lay me on the cross with a salt and a heart. But I drip so much sin sauce, it'll cost you a resurrection. Send the invoice to your boss, he will blame you and probably make you take some time off. I'ma vacate after work and get laid off. And I turn laid off, really ain't the same, dog. Got me a blunt when I light the thing. Other shit smell like some must. Nigga, it stank. The smell in the room that I'm smoking in like I ain't showered for months. Nigga, you rank. I ain't really got no friends. I don't trust when people putting 8 blunts. I'm a connoisseur type of man. I take a bitch to come and don't forget the buns. Let's go. Big gon' have me weak, she gon' have cottage in her lips after she sucking my dick. I'ma have to make it street scene, cause she on some OnlyFans shit, having me bust my clip. I'ma have to strap me and mean ass best nigga stand shit. You about to cuff this bitch. 12 pulling up with a BBL. It's a free man. Still don't trust that shit. I don't trust that shit. I don't trust that shit. You made this. I don't trust that shit. What you saying? I don't trust that shit. 12 pulling up with a BBL. It's a free man. I don't trust that shit. I don't trust that shit. I don't trust that shit.
That's Anthony Boggs right there next to me too.
Okay.
We got a joint with him. Him and Punchline.
Yeah, dude. So that video, that thing that he was
Emails,
standing
30
on.
messages, and a proposal due by 10. How am I already underwater?
My bad.
You did it already.
It's all good.
I thought it went off.
Yeah, that wooden structure that he was standing on, that was the same thing that I used to smoke on when I was 15, 16 years old, when I first moved out to Missouri, back out to Missouri. It's off the Katy Trail, down this hill next to the river. It's a beautiful, beautiful place to just chill. Definitely to chill and smoke. And yeah, it's so, and it's still there. Like the structure is still there. It's not as solid as it was. He was like, we had to like help him climb up there for a second for that, dude. He's like, man, is it gonna fall? I was like, look, I'll get up there real quick. So I got up there and started shaking. I'm like, man, you're good, dude. It ain't gonna like fall apart on him. And then the part where there was 3 lights. One, he makes those hoodies, which I have. I was gonna wear it, but you can't really see the light when it's this bright. But he makes those hoodies. He hand stitches the 3s in the chest, and you got a battery pack, and he's trying to put the light in the world, you know. So that was when we were on tour. We were in the car, and he was taking a video of all 3 of us wearing the hoodies in the car. So yeah, and then another part was in the City Museum, St. Louis City Museum, at the top of the building in this. That was the airplane that they have, just like on the top of the building that you get to. It's like a jungle gym. If you look it up, the City Museum in St. Louis, if you haven't been there, it's like a big playground for kids, but it's made for adults too. And like that place it's huge, and all the things that you can do are you can climb in the ceiling, under the floor. It's got like a cave that you can go down into, trees. Which are all fake though, the trees are. You can climb up to, and they have, I think, what is the story? 15-story or 20-story slide that just spirals down.
Boy.
Yeah, it's. Oh yeah, they do have a Ferris wheel up there now, or they did. It's always shut down when we go though, because we go in the winter.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't fuck with that. I'll get on the slide.
The slide, hey man, when you walk up it though, it's so old. And like it feels and sounds rickety. It's not as solid, but dude, it's like you look down, you're like, man, fuck that. If I fall down, dude, you're dead. You're gone.
Yeah, I'm good. Fuck it.
It was still fun though.
Okay, so who do you think is the greatest artist of all time?
Well, I always had to go with my boy Punch, man. Like, period. I think that he is somebody that's gonna set the standards. What's up?
He got that flow.
Yeah,
he be doing this shit.
He could do it slow, fast, choppy, smooth. Like, dude has got the talent all around.
Oh yeah,
he's very versatile. What's up?
We got some joints. You sent us some joints. We got
some
joints. Hell yeah.
We thought you rapped as many songs you just said.
Yeah.
I will say this. Look, not that long ago, I wrote a verse and I sent it to him and Anthony. I was just asking. I was like, man, what do you think? Like, is it good at all? And they're like, man, this is really good. I'm like, all right, cool. So maybe someday in the future, but this is like years, maybe. I don't know, man, because I ain't that comfortable to get out there and do something like that. Maybe in private, and he'd put it out public like that. Maybe, but it's out there and it is written. There is a verse written by Andrew Cox, so we'll see what we do with it though. I just want to make sure that they're not just don't fucking blow smoke up my ass, man, and tell me something's good because we're friends, dude. Fuck that shit.
Right.
Yeah, man, it's real good. It's real.
So send it to us. We'll tell you.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, you know, though, I will only. It's written though. That's all.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I don't have a beat. I don't have a flow to it. I don't know. I can't put a flow to it for some reason. And I think I need a beat to see if it can even go to it. I'm actually thinking about asking him, one of them, if they can just, I want to hear you make it into a flow. Like, make it fucking make sense to me. And then I'll know that but I think that's cheating, you know. But I don't do this shit. So.
No,
Yeah,
say I'm a writer. Here you go.
Just yeah.
You-
Right.
Yeah, basically.
I'm a ghostwriter. That's it. I'm Beyonce's next ghostwriter, which
There you
you know
go.
she might be going to fucking prison. Who knows what the hell's going on, all that shit.
It's too much
Who knows?
going on.
Just who knows what's really happening with all that nonsense, man. But you know, I will say, I heard you asking on that other interview. You asked about same question: what's the greatest, you know, artist? And there, I think Biggie was brought up. You know, I don't know if you had seen that video talking about how he'll ass a son, I don't know how to say, he'll do a dude in the butt on the and throw him off the bridge. Like
Yeah.
I mean, someone I never heard those lyrics like that until
Are you heard that?
until it was put into context. I'm like, whoa, he did say that shit. That's fucked up to say. He's literally telling us what's going on, what they're doing and shit. So I don't know, man. That has changed my opinion on things. Now I will say this too. I think Michael Jackson might have had, which I think he's up there with greatest artists, is why I bring him up.
He's always
I think that he's he. I don't know if he did what they say, man. Macaulay Culkin continues to say no, like no, very definitively. And if you look, what is it? They don't really care about us. Like he was coming out with things against the government and against that specific thing, and all.
That's why they kicked him out. That's why they did.
Not only kicked him out, but then destroyed his reputation, and made it seem like he was the thing that he goes against, which I know out of personal experience. Me going after them, the trolls always call anybody. They always call me that. And it's like, go fuck yourself. You know what? Go ask the police what they think. When I turn in all the data, like I've turned in well over a terabyte full of fucking emails, messages, all kinds of phone numbers, addresses of some of the nastiest people you would ever conceive of. Evil, right? I think that they would beg to differ. You know, like they have access to my fucking phone for the most part, or they did at least back then. They can look up anything. I've let them do it. So point is that the first thing they try to do is make you out to be the monster that you fight. You know, when you're going up against the thing that you're really trying to change and make better, you're immediately the thing that they're calling out as the thing destroying it. Like, no. You're making it work. This is better. You're doing the bad thing. Like, fuck you, man. That doesn't bother me because why I sent you a little bit of pictures. I like to send receipts on what type of person I am so that you understand. When somebody comes, they make fake accounts of me all the time. Like, I don't know. I haven't promoted that I even listen to your channel and shit because the trolls that are out there, I don't want them to bring them here. And if by some chance they find it, I do apologize. You know, so ahead of time. There's some pretty shitty
trolls already too. So
I'm sure, you know, when you're out there and you're trying to make any type of an impact on anywhere in society, whether it's social media or in person, you're always going to have people that are trying to snuff you out, whether it be even physical or reputational, which I don't know if that's a word, but they've yeah, they have doxed my address. They've doxed my wife's work. They've doxed my mom, my kids. You know, they come after. But at this point, you know, Missouri. I'm thankful that Missouri is a Second Amendment state, so I don't even need the concealed license that I did have. But didn't renew because why? I live here. I don't have to have it. I just carry my shit wherever I go. So, you know, if you want to fuck around and find out, man, I can tell you it's going to be to your detriment. And I've already shot somebody once when I was 17 that was trying to come to my house and do some stupid shit. There was like 15, 20 people. So this is when I was 17. Trust me, at 40, I haven't grown soft. It's a hard ass world out here. And I think if anything, I've grown more callous, at least to the evil that presents itself towards good people. So yeah, my kids are the same. My mom's got her piece, so it's like, you want to come and try this house? Well, it's a big property, so you have to bypass a lot of land before you get to the house, and cameras and barking dogs. So if you get to that point, I will give you credit for the try, but I can also tell you that it doesn't meet very far inside the home itself, because we're all armed to the teeth and we're all very, very capable of putting you down without hesitation.
You'll
Yeah.
fuck around and find out. That's what he
Yeah.
said.
And that's why I usually try and tell people when I was online, like, just look me up. If you find me, you'll see that I was up for the charges. I don't really like to fuck around. I don't like to, like I said, tiptoe around the point. Just leave me be, because I'll take it as far as it needs to go. Whatever it is that I am alive and the threat is gone, that's where I'll go, whatever it may be.
So do you have any partners with your pages? Or is it just
So
you?
it's just me specifically on my pages, but I am trying to. So this is what happened. I wanted to create partners in reality. So I started to reach out to these artists more on the personal basis instead of without STC media. So basically, that's why I started like, hey, let me give you some of this shit that I grew. Like, let's hang out, let's do barbecue, let's see who the person of the artist is, or the person STC media. Do we mesh? And is there something that we can do in this world together, whatever way, so um I'm trying to create partners in that. And so Vigilant MMA is somebody that I wanted to really reach out to. He is heavily supported and partnered with um uh, ex-veterans, or not ex-veterans, veterans, ex-army, ex-military, and they very much so loved what I did, so much so, and they also loved my weed, and so we started we started to want to partner, and they were saying like they have programs that they can track these people down on computers, like IP address tracking, and uh, even when you try to disguise, like these are ex-military intelligent people, and other forms of industries that might have knowledge in this field, and they're like, we can get these people, we can track them down to their home, we can start knocking on their door. All you have to do is start leaving when they tell you to leave. Now, I know this from my First Amendment auditing experience, which is why I think I brought a little something different to the table, catching the adults, because I know where the boundaries are on showing up to places you're not supposed to. Like I caught dude in the second guy working at a Schnucks, and that's a union building, which that doesn't matter, but it's a privately owned building, and they can kick you out. And they did. They kicked me out and supported him, and they trespassed me. But all I have to do is slowly start to back up. That's it. Just very slow. You don't have to dictate how long it takes for me to fucking walk out of your establishment. As long as I consistently took steps back, then that's the proof that I was leaving.
Making effort to leave.
Right. And my video always backed that up. And plus the police, St. Peter's police here, fantastic fucking police force. Like almost every single one of them are really incredible human beings, and they uphold their oath every time I've ever encountered them. Almost every time.
Crazy.
They're pretty good. So he came out and trespassed me, like dudes came out and trespassed me, but they were like super cool. They knew that I wasn't breaking the law, period. I don't do that, so anyway, I wanted to partner with some MMA people, fighters, and catch these people with them. Well, that's what I'm trying to build to.
Oh, okay. Somebody do that too, right?
Yes, and
big dude, yeah.
I can't remember who the hell it is, man. But I have a guy named Danny Moriarty. I think he's he's ranked fucking high right now. If you look him up, he's up there, and he's from St. Louis, and I've talked to him a few times. He's very interested in accompanying me. Yeah, and just doing the thing, just I have people that are interested in doing that. I want another person named Second Chance. If you look that dude up, he's a country rapper, MMA dude. Fucking awesome guy, man. Dude is one of the best fighters I've seen out there, man. Other than Malcolm, what's his name, honey? Fuck, dude. I'll have to think of it later, man. He's based out of Florida, man. But anyway, when he kicks pads, dude, it sounds like thunderstorms in there and shit. But
So
super
you
badass, fast rapper and country singer.
so you would be recording it when you do it?
What do you mean? Recording while we go do
Yeah,
shit?
yeah.
Absolutely, you know. Well, I would have somebody recording us though.
One of y'all,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
and the MMA dudes with you.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Because I mean, I know that Sal wasn't like I'm stage ready to rap, but I am very, very comfortable to be on camera and exposing evil or
Yeah.
interviewing or interacting with anybody. I like interacting with people. I think that we need more of it and more clarification on what type of a person you are, we are, what we stand for. And if we stand on different things, figure out a way to either compromise or get to a mutual agreement or agree to disagree, or we figure out we ain't compatible and just fucking separate, you know?
Shit is definitely wicked out there, man. Shit is wicked.
It
But that's
is,
some good shit, though. That's some good shit to do. That's some good shit to do.
Thank
What's
you.
3 things you would change in this field? And I'll just say the industry, the music industry, the acting. What's 3 things you would change?
One thing I would like to change is the exclusivity of top tier artists or top tier artists that overshadow any of the upcoming great movements that are being overshadowed and snuffed out, you know, before they can even get a spark. I would think that acceptance of so that's one, just try to outshine, let the little guy outshine some of the stars. Another thing is I would try and change maybe anybody thinking that they should charge somebody upfront money for a collaboration, which is something that Punchline doesn't do anymore. He has done that, but he wants to try and change that too, man, because sometimes people don't fucking have it. Now, splitting royalties, different. Split the fucking royalties. Right. If it gets somewhere, then you got money to fucking split. Other than that, why are you trying to break somebody? Now, if you're trying to do, if they're going to do,
too.
What's up?
You might get an email too.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But revenue sharing for revenue sharing.
I got you. Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, dude? Like, just let it do its thing and see what happens. You know, to expect somebody to think that you're great enough to pay for, you know, before you're even something out. Even if you are, man, like, dude, give the little guy a shot. Give him a fucking chance. What does it really do to them? You know, especially if you're out there like Tech9, like that dude has a collaboration with almost anybody you can think of, any fucking buddy, you know, and I think that that's amazing. And he does charge people, of course, but I don't know if he charges up front.
Well, I don't think he charges so crazy, the wild.
Some of the things is studio time, refining it. They put their stamp of approval on it by editing and all that shit, you know. Like, dude just puts out the verse and then Strange Music takes it and they do everything with it. So I do understand compensation, at least on that end of it, up front. So it's hard in that way, but I think that there's a lot of people with their head up their ass and think that they can charge everybody for a fucking verse. Like, come on, man.
There's a lot of that happening right now. Because a lot of shit we gotta say it all dumb and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
We get taken down. You know what I'm saying?
And so,
go ahead. Oh yeah, you gotta give me 3. You got one more.
Last thing would be the stigma, I guess, of, like I said, dudes saying what black rap is, or just I fucking can't stand all this sexualized, shoot 'em up, druggy fucking bullshit. Like, I just don't. I used to, you know, and I think that in some cases, like Dr. Dre, man, I mean, come on, you know, it's like Chronic 2000, Chronic. It's hard to argue the fucking talent and the greatness of that music. Which, by the way, he didn't ever write any of his lyrics. I don't think. I think it was.
He had to write at least 1 or 2.
Man, that's what I said that to a person who told me, and they're like, "Nope." I'm like, man, come on, dude. There's no fucking way. There's no way, dude.
Jay-Z wrote Still Dre. Jay, no.
Your porks.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta do the lamb. No, Jay-Z wrote Still Dre.
See, so man, what the fuck, but I think that this stigma of what it should be, I like the
Please.
positive stuff, man. I like the positive stuff. And then even in the positive stuff, you can throw that hard shit in there. It's not hard to talk about reality, which is really fucked up and tough, and then speak on what you think it should be, which is better.
On there, just in case you know. Yo, yeah, shit, that's good shit. Cause this weekend, man, I don't know if it's getting better or it's still the same. Cause everybody's,
united.
Everybody's a lot of similarities.
They united in the bullshit. That's what's happening.
What I do see, I see turmoil. I do see bubbling. I see bubbling in there. So it's going to change one way or the other. I don't know which way and how far, but one way or the other. Excuse me. It's going to all these upcoming people that have a different movement in their mind that's going up against all that old shit, or at least the old style of the new style, which is the shoot 'em, bang 'em up shit. It's going to push out. It's going to push out what the hell's going on.
That's what I'm thinking. What? I'm telling you, that's what he meant when he said black music, some ignorant shit. But he talking about bang bang, shoot 'em up, pop pills and drink lean and go.
Yeah, man. I'm not again. What the fuck?
I know. I'm with you, but that's what he meant. That's what I'm taking.
Right, dude. And I was on this this chick's TikTok this morning. Was it this morning? I don't know. I think it was this morning or last night, and then this morning. But she was listening to Juice WRLD. Said it was her. Oh yeah, it was this morning. She said it was her playlist, and I was like, man, Juice WRLD, I think is fucking talentless as fuck. Like, dude, every song sounds the exact same. My kids obsessed with him. And when we went to, how far were we driving with Dallas? Hour over. Yeah, and she played the album over and over. I didn't even know when the new song started. I thought it was the same song the whole fucking ride. Like legit, dude. It was so bad, man, and it repetitive. I don't understand the hype on this fucking auto-tune whack ass talentless dude. Now I did see part of the documentary. I understand that he worked hard for what he did, and it is a tragedy that he's dead. I'm not like saying that he deserved any of that, and his family, dude. I mourn for his family. I think that was terrible, and the impact that he had on his family might have been a good one, but it also wasn't always so positive with the shit that he was doing, right?
The spells.
Yeah, right. Right. You get caught up, dude. So. But and not saying they're better off without him either. I'm just saying, dude, we're a product of our own demise. We're gonna end up perishing through our decisions, whether it's going to be a very long and healthy life because you made the right decisions, or a short and loud life because you decided to fucking bang it out and do everything you think want to do.
Yeah. What's like 3 of your pet peeves?
Lying. I can't fucking stand lying. Can't stand it, dude. And kind of an offshoot of lying is if you're going to say you're gonna do something, fucking do it. Like, keep your fucking word. Okay. How hard is it to not open your disgusting lying mouth, if you're not going to keep the fucking words? I want people to have foundation on the words, dude, that you can stand on, but it's all quicksand. As soon as they say it, you watch them sink to the fucking right above their head. You put any of that offering of anything, hey man, anything you ever need, dude, you ever hard times, man, let me know. I got you. Anytime. I'm not saying everybody. Obviously, there are people in the world like Punch, dude. He's one for me, but so many, man, will let you down. They will let you down. So I think that keeping your word, don't be a bitch ass liar.
Yeah, that's the main one. That's the main one.
And then I'm like, my wife has helped my OCD side of it, but I am still like very germaphobe. So
right here, baby.
Like,
Yeah.
wash your fucking hands.
Be
Like,
sweeping in the background and shit. I'll be wiping. Y'all be
before the pandemic, I was built for that shit. I was already carrying fucking alcohol spray bottles, like little.
Let's go.
Look here, but it's rubbing. I carry this, of course. Hold on. I carry this everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. And I was spraying on fucking everything. And I actually almost found myself getting more like sick. And I think it was because it was killing my immune system so bad. It wasn't allowing me to fight the germs anymore. So, but that and to extent, dude, cover your mouth when you cough. How fucking hard is that shit? When people stand behind me and they're like, I feel it. I fucking feel it. It's like it's burning acid on my brain. Why the fuck don't you just cover your mouth? You know?
It don't make sense.
No, it doesn't, dude. And I get that I would prefer you to do this than nothing. But man, just like
There's something, yeah. And don't shake my hand after that. If you do
no, you know that. What's up, man?
Yeah,
how you doing? Like, no. There you go.
Fresh off a piss.
Right. Oh, dude. Where I work, it's a grocery store. Okay. I'm sitting there taking a piss. Dude comes out the stall. I heard him, man. It takes me a minute sometimes. I got bladder strike shit. So it takes me a minute. So I heard this dude blowing ass. He comes out of the stall, looks in the mirror, walks right the fuck out. He's an employee. Okay.
Oh,
yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. I was like, oh yeah, I think dude just does like maintenance shit because he's like autistic or something. He's not all the way, right? Okay. So later though, I saw him do he's stocking the milk. I'm thinking, man, your shitty ass fucking hands are gripping inside the hand. Dude, you're nasty. You're dude. You're giving people or something shit related. I don't even know right now. Pink eye. You're fucking getting a glass of strawberry milk and coloring the eye the same color.
People wonder why they get pink eye. Cause
right.
You catch that goddamn shit.
I'm drinking strawberry milk up to the fucking eye. You see how pink my eye is? It's like, no, you rubbed your shit, man. That's somebody's poo-poo in your fucking face, man.
Yeah, one eye fucking around. Yo, what you go? You see all the plane shit going on? You cool with flyers? You ain't got a problem with flying?
Dude, like I said, every month, man, I fly to Florida, dude, you know, and I just recently kind of stopped. Yeah, it was conveniently I had my baby, which is why I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, I'm confident to fly, man. That shit don't bother me, none.
Ass as well.
This is the chat talking crazy.
This is the thing. I think God has a plan for me, and it ain't to die in some fucking plane, you know. So
yeah, shit. Yeah. You see the helicopter?
Yeah, dude, that shit is crazy, dude. How
do you feel about it? What do you think happened?
Yeah, bro,
I think it's a very difficult target to hit a floating thing from a plane going that like that's a very small thing to have a collision path with. You know what I mean? Like it's for what it is, it's a big sky is what I'm saying. Like, it's a very fucking big sky, and it's not like they had to dodge a tree to dodge the thing. You know, I just don't understand kind of how. Yeah, dude, it's like I said, man, the Michael Jackson thing's questionable. Amy Winehouse questionable. You know, Lester from Lincoln Park, which, by the way, what? Chester. My bad, Chester. By the way, that fucking band just destroyed everything that was annoying about them anyway, because the same music that's played is always the same fucking song. They have good songs that nobody ever hears because it's never played on the radio. But
selective.
Now they got some chick that's the lead singer. Have you seen that?
What, Linkin Park?
Linkin Park is a female lead singer. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
don't even sound right.
Why would they do that?
Yeah, don't even sound
I wish I knew. So this is the thing I thought. Nirvana, he goes. You know, dude starts Foo Fighters and shit. Who else? Somebody else started something else, but they wanted to keep going as a band, but you can't call yourself Nirvana. So they decided to change their fucking name. So you're down a band member who was the fucking band, you know, like the group. Chester was the dude, right? I know is them, but man, like dude's gone. You can't be that anymore. You have to be something different. Just name it something else. I promise all your fans will still follow you, but I bet you lost a bunch of dedicated fans because you're tarnishing. Like it should just be left alone. Dude's gone, let it alone. You know?
Yeah, don't add somebody else when somebody passed. Like just
It
let it be
doesn't even.
like TLC did. Like they tried it, and they
TLC
said,
didn't work.
They
It
said,
didn't work. Right.
"Let
It didn't work.
All right, this is us.
I will say it's not like I think that a female couldn't fit that role, but I do think female artists are awesome and valid and you know need to be out in the industry. I just don't think they need to take a role of somebody so iconic and think that they can fulfill that. Like just be something different.
Right.
And an example of like what I would say is a very strong female group would be called, I don't know if they're still around, but they'd be called, or they're called Kitty. And they were associated with Slipknot, which was one of my first fucking like favorite, very hardcore bands. I love Slipknot a lot. I met the lead singer before anybody ever seen his face. It was all masked. Nobody ever knew what his face looked like. And I met him after a concert. That was like, I think that was the first famous person I really met, actually. But it led nowhere. Just it was cool as fuck. That's all.
With his mask, he said you
No.
met him with his mask off.
Yeah, mask off. Yeah, he had his mask off. Yeah. So I was walking behind this guy and he dropped a fucking apple after the show and it was in this disgusting water. It was nasty fucking ground. You know, it's after a concert. It's gross. Beer, water. Ugh. And I picked it up though, and I was like, man, I know you don't want it, but you dropped this. He's like, oh, cool, man, thanks. What'd you think of the concert or the show, the event? I was like, it was great. He said, what's your favorite part? And it was Slipknot. And they were on a side stage. So they weren't even the main show. But I got to get up there. First mosh pit I'd ever been to. I didn't even know I was in it. You know, I like all of a sudden I looked around and I'm getting fucking knocked around, you know. And I tried to get out. This dude just like Spartan kicks my ass right back in, dude. It was ridiculous. But best time I ever had, you know, and I was right there on the stage. The bass was hitting my chest, dude. Like it was so fucking hard. All I wanted to do was hurt somebody, which probably isn't the best feeling for music a lot. I think you should be more of a chill than I want to kill. But yeah, I told him that, and he's like, "Hey, you want to meet the band?" It's like, "Hell yeah, dude!" So he's like, "Come on back." And so I walked back by the buses, and he only brought out Corey, so it was like, whatever, man, that's cool. Like I wasn't disappointed. I thought I was gonna meet all of them, but I got the lead singer. I was cool with that though. So.
Yeah, them shits. You'll get hurt in slam dancing.
Oh, dude.
That's basically what that is, right? Slam dancing. Rob
Zombie. It was at an Ozfest in St. Louis. I got my feet flew way above my head. Like I got fucking mule kicked up in the air. It was insane. I was with this like 6 foot fucking 5 massive man though, and I'm on the ground and I'm about to get stomped, and all of a sudden this giant hand just comes up and like grabs me up by my shoulder, puts me on my feet. He's like, "You good?" I'm like, "I'm good," and he disappears back into the crowd and starts fucking people up. That was pretty fun.
You was younger though.
Oh yeah, man. I was like 16 or 17 at that point.
Oh yeah. And that was just a big what's up, what's up? What it do? For real? Nah. I fuck around and get mad fucking around with the monster. You been in them since 2 West Side? Going crazy back and forth? Yo, who you give me a couple of your top female artists.
Any genre.
So yeah. What are the was it the Pixie? Who was the Pixies?
The Pixie Twins?
Nah, man. Fuck, who are the fucking ladies I used to, when I was a fucking little kid growing up? Um, man, I can't. I was about to start singing the song. I ain't gonna do it.
Jude, what you call it?
No. So I can't think of them, which I'm gonna cop that out to still an answer because I can't think of. I apologize, but I'd say Alanis Morissette,
God
fantastic artist.
damn. You said I got 4 nose rings knocked out. You was in one of them damn parties for
That's
real.
harsh. How fucking bloody, dude. Nose ring rip out. They get so bloody, when that shit happens.
Crazy.
Yeah. So Alanis Morissette probably won.
Yeah,
Now I can't think of the name of the group of Trent Reznor, which is the lead singer of Nine Inch Nails. I think he had his wife put out an album. A few of her songs, like, dude, she's just got one of the most angelic voices that I've heard. She's beautiful in that way. So it's Trent Reznor's wife.
Oh, I thought you said the name of right now. I thought you said Jewel.
Yeah, no. And then I guess man, maybe like Madonna, she's up there. You can't really deny the talent of back then. Now I grew up in the 80s, so
Yeah, back in the 80s was the shit.
Right, 80s, 90s had some pretty impactful music, at least in my life, and I think it's definitely compromised these days to with talentless pieces of shit that just want the dollar no matter what.
The 80s definitely had the tunes. It fell off at the early 2000s.
Yeah, I agree.
Give me some rap, super. Yeah, bring me 10 and some raps. You 10. Yo, you still be sipping?
I haven't. Well, I guess I had some wine because we cooked with it, and I was like, I'll finish like the bottle. But I don't really. Yeah, I don't drink. I haven't drank in years. Just I get hangovers very, very quick. That's all. When I used to drink all the time and I'm great. I'm a happy ass party animal. I'm super fucking chill and like let's do shit. But I am down to beat some shit. Like I will fuck you up though. If you mess with my people, man, I'm down to fight too. But I'll fight your ass happily. I have a smile while I'm like swinging on you.
So you do the UFC too?
When I was younger, I fought. I was in a competition when I was 9.
You was in a competition.
It's okay. It's all right. I was in a competition, a karate tournament in California. I went out from Vegas to California and I won second place.
Oh shit, you was doing your thing then. Yeah,
it was a purple belt. And I will bite the bullet, man. It was a purple belt female. Man, she fucked me up. I think I was technically an orange belt, but I was learning. My sensei was coming to my house and he was teaching me above my class because I had so much potential. And he was friends with my stepdad, who was big into Taekwondo, was also teaching me shit. And he's like, man, you're good enough to go to a tournament, so we're going to bring you. I'm going to teach you what to do. Yeah, but so I got stuck, though, doing a crescent kick. Like, I just kept doing the same fucking move. I couldn't pull myself out of it. It's 3-point. Like I do boom, block hit, boom, block hit, boom, block hit, over. I was like, what? Fuck. Why didn't I do something different? Damn it.
Man. Well, you admitted this shit. That's what happens, man.
Yeah, right. You get caught up in a fast situation. Back then I wasn't prepared like I was on what Mike Tyson said. Everybody got a plan until you get punched in the face, And when you're up in the shit, dude, and there's violence coming at you, the steady, calm mind is what prevails. That's what wins the fight, Perseverance, dedication, and a calm, still mind. Now, I do understand that strength, you get a wild dude, they throwing a haymaker to knock you the fuck out no matter what. But if you're good enough to dodge them, man, just don't get caught up with one of them swings. That's all.
And you can't get too mad. Get out your zone.
Right, exactly. Be slippery, man, and be calm, dude. That's all.
You said what you call it too, and we be asking that. Let me ask you. You take a what you call it, bare fist, I guess a hook. That was Tyson joint, hook, uppercut, whichever whatever Tyson hit is, you know he got the hook.
Yeah,
Would you
yeah.
take, would you take one of those from Tyson?
No.
400,000, 200,000?
No. No amount of money is gonna get the dude to knock my fucking head off, man. I
People don't
like to
understand.
breathe.
Thank you, Westside. Yeah, people understand, man. Some people say yeah.
Yeah, no, the chance of getting so in my fighting career and my fighting life, because I've done a lot of street brawling.
Yeah.
I am not the biggest guy at all. I'm not by any fucking means. I'm kind of a small guy. I'm like 5'8", you know, and but I'm fast and aware of what you're trying to do. So I'm very slippery, and I've only been hit seriously 2 times. One in the back of the head because I slipped and tripped over a root in the ground, and some
That
jerk
happens.
fucking pussy ass dude hits me in the back of the fucking head like
I
twice.
got snuck.
Yeah, but a friend of mine came and knocked him the fuck out, and now I was back at it. But like, dude, it was getting serious because he's hitting me in the back of the head. And that's not, if you're getting solidly rocked, then that's not a good place for your brain to have trauma. So that, and then back in the day, man, when I was so against drugs, which I'm still against drugs, like hardcore, not for people smoking crack or something like that, but when I was like really fucking against that, this dude came to my house. I let him live here. I was like 16, and or maybe I was 15. He cooked crack in my house while my grandma was there, and so when he left, I pawned off all his shit and I burned his clothes. That's like a bitch move, though. That's what women do. What I did there, pawned off all his shit and I burned his clothes in the front lawn. I'm like, we're done. Let's come back in here again. Like, I don't know what what I was saying, but I mean, I taught like, dude, do something, bitch. Like, fuck you, get out of my house, you know. So I was challenging him to fucking do something about it, but I do think it was kind of a bitch move. But anyway, my mom thought it was a bitch move as well, and she made me. She bought, but made me go buy his PlayStation back and go and give it to him. And so I'm walking up these stone steps and I'm handing him his PlayStation, and he fucking just, dude, he jaw rocked me, man. It was the hardest I've ever been hit, you know. He almost dislocated my jaw. It knocked me down like 3 steps. I didn't fall, but it fucked me up pretty good. And the shit hurt for a week, man. And so that's somebody not trained.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
what I'm saying.
nothing. He ain't got nothing. And compared to fucking Tyson, he'd knock my fucking jaw off my face, I think.
Saying.
You know. So yeah, I'm good.
You can't pay for brain surgery, man. That shit ain't gonna
No,
work.
there you go. Facts, man. I mean, you can do, but it's not a very successful field when you got so much damage to it.
Yeah, jaw broke, brain rattled. Nah. And then you got Westside said, "What? I'll take a hook, but not the uppercut." No, I'm taking none of them. Not even a jab. Fuck
Man,
that.
that might break you spin your head, snap.
Yeah. Not even a jab. What about Clarissa Shields? She the champ female. What about her?
I have not seen. So here's the thing. I only want to be reluctant to answer because I have not seen her at all swing fight.
You never. Okay.
I can say that I am less intimidated by it, but I do know the anomaly of a strong woman, like a strong fucking female.
Ali? You like Ali?
Yeah, I can guarantee you she's stronger than me. I know that. Like, there's no way I'm delusional in thinking that if we went like pound for pound punch, dude, that I'd throw something more solid than she would. Now, saying that, I don't know, man. I might take a few $100,000 to take something for the champ of the world of a female. Like, I still feel a lot less threatened.
Well, we give you Muhammad Ali's daughter though, for real, for real.
Hey, man. Yeah, I don't know about that either. Dude knew where the button was. That's for sure.
Yeah,
he pressed that button. He'll fuck you up too.
Yeah, and she gonna know where to do it at. I don't know. They professionals. I don't know. I'm not trying. That's like taking a kick from Bruce Lee. No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I don't think I would do that either.
Yeah, good luck to you, Westside, with the hook from Tyson. What
Yeah,
you
let me know how that is if you have any brain function left.
Yeah, for real. What you see yourself? What's the plan for the next 2-3 years? What you plan on doing? You see yourself doing?
Me and the wife, we bought a school bus and we're converting it into a tiny home. So
Yes, sir.
we were doing this in Florida before the hurricanes just hit. But the place that we were staying kind of fell through. It was my father I hadn't spoken to in 21 years? Is that what it was? 21 years. And I reached out and he's like, yeah, come on down, park it here at the neighbor. He was going to marry my aunt before she died. She got hit by a car back in like early 2000s, but they stayed bonded, the guy that was going to marry him. So they're like family. So they let me park it on the property and stay in my cousin's camper. And then they just like all of a sudden, because I don't drink, they're drinkers, they're fucking country pieces of shit. They're like the type of person that
drink.
When the hurricanes came, Florida, a couple of years ago, Florida had to release a statement, a public announcement, service announcement saying, don't shoot at the hurricane, because the fucking dumbass motherfucking country bumpkins that live down in Florida, the morons down there, they're shooting at the hurricane.
Yeah.
Like thinking, so idiots down there. And I don't really associate myself with dumbass idiots like that. And unfortunately, my father and the people that he associated with were like that. So all I did was work, gave them money, and lived our life. And I think that they felt like because we weren't hanging out, we weren't welcome. So he kicked us out. And it put a big fucking damper on the plan of converting our bus. We moved back to the house that my grandpa built, which is the property I was talking about. Parked the bus. But due to my First Amendment career and predator catching, I've been.
That's right. Heard that.
I've been in the limelight by the local government, and a few of them have fucked me over quite a bit. And the city, the city didn't like that we parked a bus on the property, and they told us we had to leave it. And now they're coming at us, but we can only have one trailer. We have 3 trailers that we haul shit. Like, dude, we have 3 fucking trailers. What's wrong? We have 3 acres of property.
What's the problem?
Yeah, and I mean trailers like that you haul wood on or something. They're not like live-in trailers. They're small. They're not even the size of a fucking car. But because we have
in the back,
we have 3 of them, and we can only have 1. So they're saying,
why?
Dude,
what did you need?
I don't know. They told me if I didn't move my bus that it was a $1,200 a day fine. So I had to go find a place. I had to find a place to park my fucking bus, which is far now. And we didn't have a car because we lived in our car, right? The bus. We didn't have a vehicle yet. So I can't just go to my fucking home and start building in it. So it's put a very long stall on what I'm trying to do. But as soon as I do that, then Vigilant MMA, we rent venue. We pull the octagon in a trailer, find a venue, and then put on the event and then move on. So we can take this across the country. I've been discussing it with the police departments, my local police departments, about instead of doing like guns and hoses, doing precinct against precinct. And we'll do it through our nonprofit, and we'll do it for their like Officer Down Foundation for their nonprofit. The proceeds will go to it'll be a charity event, and we'll do best in our community, best in Missouri, to best in Illinois, to best in Florida, best around the country, and then best in the country. We'll put it all together, and this is an event that could fucking last for years because we're gonna have to travel all through the country.
All over,
my local law enforcement, very fucking eager to get this done. But we need things set up. We need more attention to Vigilant. He's struggling. Like the pandemic took us from we were doing pro fights, and I have so many pro fighters. Like, oh man, what's the dude on Instagram and TikTok? No. Yeah, the guy who broke the internet. Damn it. Why can't I fucking think? Give me your phone. So I have so many pro fighters that are willing to fight for Vigilant, and then I got the Tech 9 bodyguard, or the Tech 9 Ninja. Sorry, is what his name is what he's referred to. He's the personal bodyguard of Tech 9 and X-Rated. Like if you ever see a show and you see that big ass fucking dude all masked up with a vest on, dude, he's a massive man, and he's always on stage, dude. And he's like pulling kids up on the stage to rap with Tech 9 and shit. But he's the guy he's his bodyguard, man. He's the front line. His name's Ethabo Jackson. Dude's fucking awesome. And they call when I was hanging out with him, he's like, they call me the ninja because I'm a fighter, right? I'm trained.
That's
So
what
like,
I'm thinking.
He's like, he wants to do a strange music event. He said, I'll fight any fucking buddy. You put anybody in the cage, dude, and I'll fight him. Now what's up?
He wants to do that?
Yeah, dude. And he wants to do it.
Want to do that shit.
He wants to get out there and do it, man. It would be great to do it with like a music event, because Punchline 3 he performs during the intermission of our events and shit, dude. So like we throw on concerts while we do our fighting event. Yeah, that would, in the fight, I think we would also put on a show like that too. Maybe if we could, I don't know if Tech would be. We'd have to be a lot bigger status maybe for this. I don't know, but I know I can get a lot of like. I bet you X-Rated. I don't want to put words in his mouth on that, but if dude is fighting, I'm pretty sure I could get some of the people to come and perform as well.
Come do some, yeah. That'd be dope. The bus.
So that's the goal, man. Is take that shit across the country and live in the bus while we raise our little girl on the road and try and mold society into something that we can walk around and be proud and safe in. Back in the day when you can literally let your kid walk around the block or down the way, to their friend's house, dude. You can't do that shit now, man. They're snatched up so fucking fast. It's crazy.
They snatching up everything. The bus. What you gonna do? You gonna make rooms, or you just gonna put like the basic like RV?
All I know is you better hide your wives, you better hide your husbands, because they may be able to hide him. And then when they do, sorry, it was that viral video, that guy that said that shit. Anyway, they made this song. What was your question?
Nah, the bus. What you doing? You gonna deck it out like an RV?
Absolutely, man. I've already put in flooring, some flooring, insulation and flooring, a little bit of riveting or like we got wood planks going down the side of more than half the bus, so that we can start securing the wall on there too. But we got to start running the electricity. Excuse me. I got my circuit breaker box. I got a lot of the things ready to go. We just need to get to it and get it going. The baby's been stalling that and working, dude. So
that's dope. So you gonna do you trying to hit the whole ride, get the whole country, but you still gonna be doing searching for them people.
I very, very much so want to get back to that. All the people that I know that support me and I support them are also very eager to get back to like literally. So what is it? Tech 9, man, he was throwing like for evil, get your lighters out. I think that's one of the sayings. We want to get the light out and start exposing the disgusting decay of society, these people that are plaguing on everything good,
Yeah, good shit. We need more of that, because y'all doing too much out there, y'all.
For real though.
Y'all evil ones.
Yeah, Lil Six is a guy that is trying to make some good fucking headway out there. He's a family man, believing the same thing. So I just saw him, so I was dropping that name.
You got people that's down with the work with you too. So yeah.
Absolutely. That's been as soon as my channels got deleted, that was my sole goal, was to, for one, all the troll videos are still out there. Like my channel's gone. Anything that was chopped up and made to look like I was doing something stupid or wrong or illegal or whatever, that these frauditors is what they're called, the First Amendment auditing trolls who try to debunk our videos and shit. All those videos are out there. So I have a bunch of people who still have contempt for me quite badly. Like they fucking hate me, and they're still trying to ruin my reputation. So I thought, you know what? That's why I'm gonna reach out to people personally, let them get to fucking know me, so you understand that, dude. They're all bullshit. They're just fucking liars, you know.
Yeah, I see why they what you call it. You know why they shut it down.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no doubt in my mind, man. No doubt in my mind. It's, you know, how deep the evil goes, dude. It's all the way to the tippy top. So
Shit. Yes, sir.
King,
Yo,
and the guy's name is King Bao. So if you look him up, I didn't find him in there. It just
that's
clicked
the
him.
fighter dude.
Yeah, King Bao. If you look, he broke the internet, man. If you ever seen the clip where Joe Rogan, it was like a meme where Joe Rogan is like, oh, like, dude, that's played on so many fucking videos, on so many TikTok videos and Instagram videos. That was actually King Bao announcing. He said, so he promoted saying that he had herpes and shit, and so like he didn't want to fight the fighter because he had herpes and all that. Like he was just lying, trying to get a bunch of attention, and then he went out there and he said, everybody in Hollywood are the P word, and he said, I'll never. He said Jimmy Kimmel, all that. Like he started calling them all out right there. He was the first one to fucking do it publicly like that. And he said, I quit. And so he quit the fucking UFC right there in the cage and said, hashtag I'm canceled.com was like I think the website that he was like making up. But that dude has been like the fucking spearhead of the Epstein list. Dude, he's been like the spearhead of exposing that shit. And so through the guy who was hooking me up with the whole industry of catching these evil guys, these evil men, and these disgusting demons. He knew him as well. So I reached out to him and started talking to him a little bit, and he was down, man, to fight for us, you know. And but we're not pro, and at that time I didn't know that we couldn't get him into fighting for us because we're not pro stats yet. But now I'm trying to see if there's any chance of like working into him being like a commentator or something. Like come to the event and check it out. Yeah, but that dude, man, I'm telling you what, check him out, dude. He is fantastic. He's also a musician. Cool. Yeah, it's like BAU King.
Yeah, that's why I wrote BAU King Bao.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, good shit.
Yeah. I put Bao to like Bao.
Yeah, I got you.
Just in case, but it should pop up once I put it in anyway.
Oh yeah, he's up there, even though he is shadow banned quite a bit, and I know what that's like, man. My channel's been shadow banned so many fucking times, dude. It's not even funny, man. But I guess nowadays it is because fuck it, I just don't care anymore. I did, but I don't.
He said I did, but I don't. Yeah.
It was so long, dude. I did so much work, man. I had legal cases.
That's the shit when you put so much work.
I had legal cases pending on live videos of YouTube that were 7, 8, 9 hours long of me walking around the government, pushing up on them. Like, I didn't know how to download these videos, so I saved them on YouTube. It's evident that I was never breaking the law and that my rights were violated, and I was going to utilize these videos for my legal defense. And then, boom, gone. All of it's fucking gone. That's what hurt the worst because now I'm sitting there thinking I have no legal defense at all, not one. And then I went to talk to my lawyer who never, the video that I did have, he never even fucking looked at it. I sent it to him, never looked at it. He went and made a deal. They're telling like a year. They're trying to lock me up for a fucking year or give me a year of probation. And then they wanted 30 days. They wanted 30 days and a year of probation.
Right, none of that.
I was like, fuck that shit.
Get out of here.
All the evidence. What about this video of this cop throwing his car door, bashing my body with it? and then throwing me over his hip and taking me to fucking jail. I didn't do a fucking thing, but I had a camera in 2 hands, a phone in 2 hands. How am I assaulted? He arrested me for assault because when he bashed me with the door, it went back and it hit him.
Yeah,
Well, I'm so sorry that physics goes through, you know, like boom, boom. I'm so sorry that my body is so buoyant that it decided to repel your fucking car door back at you when you assaulted me with it. But fuck you, you know. And so anyway, I told my lawyer, I'm like, how the fuck are you gonna cut a deal and not even present the evidence that exonerates me?
Yeah.
It's like, you never even sent it. So I recorded him saying this, dude. I was like, yeah, I sent it to you. He started to yell at me, like screaming. And then he kicked me out and trespassed me, dude, and fired me as a client. He went up to the judge and said, I ain't gonna represent him anymore. I can't in Missouri, certain misdemeanors, you are not you don't get the right to a lawyer. You don't get a public defender. So I didn't qualify for a public defender. And I promise, man, this is not made up bull. This is the shit that I was trying to fucking fight. All right. This is why I was doing what I was doing. How is it possible in America that you can be brought up on any fucking charge that will put you in jail, which they were trying to give me jail time. Okay.
That's wild.
They were trying to give me prison time for a misdemeanor. And they kept it local. They kept it a misdemeanor. Assault on a police officer, a misdemeanor. You ever heard of that? Have you ever heard of that? A misdemeanor for assault on a police officer, not a felony.
Felony. Okay. It's always a felony.
Because it was St. Charles City that did it. But if it was a felony, they have to kick it over to the municipality of St. Charles County, who handles all felonies. So they wouldn't get any of the money, no court costs, no nothing. So they kept it fucking. That's why they were trying to get money out of me. You know, they were fucking me over bad. So I had already been through the process of trying to get a public defender. Denied. Like, I watched this old man ask the judge, and the judge told him, the public defenders are so overworked, they're not even that good anyway. You're better off getting your own lawyer. That's what the fucking judge just told this man that can't afford a fucking lawyer. And he's begging the courts to uphold our American rights to give me legal defense to operate through this corrupt piece of shit fucking thing that you call a court system, the legal system. And he straight up says, like, they're not even that good at their job, dude. You know, why don't you just go fucking, pay your grocery money to some blood-sucking piece of shit that will just, give you half the time so it looks like we did something anyway. Like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
so,
milk 'em.
Yeah, back against the wall, I had to find another lawyer who absolutely, dude, worked it out great. But in that way, I had no evidence to support me. I had to cut deals, which ended up just being fines. It was no nothing, just
That's
fucking
still crazy though.
Yeah, and it was less than $100 on all of them, I think. Like, not 100, like less than 100 a piece, which wasn't that fucking bad. But I had to bite the bullet, and if I'm paying a fine, then I'm admitting to being guilty.
Yeah, guilty.
And that is a big hit on we the people, and the First Amendment community. Fuck them, man. They take that shit all the time. They take deals all the fucking time like that. So this is the thing. After my channel was deleted, not one of those people came back to support me. None of them. You see what I have on here? Nobody fucking came back. I had 9,000 subscribers. Where are they? All of them were feeding me law shit. They were helping me with the law. I'm learning. They just wanted to see the negativity, and now when I needed them, this is what I was saying. All of a sudden, everything you offered, I'm asking now. I need your help. Where the fuck are you? So now I'm just left holding the bag. Go fuck yourself. I got family, dude. I'm not gonna sit there and eat shit, dude, while y'all, sit there and type away like, oh man, we support you so much. Oh man, we got you. Don't worry about it, man. Fuck you, dude. Get out here and do something.
That's crazy. Because they took some of our shit down when we was on review, but it was had to deal with police, and they was like, no, you can't do that. We taking it down. So we stopped doing that shit. Say one little thing they don't agree with or something that sounds crazy, they're gonna take it down.
How long have you watched YouTube?
How long?
How long have you been watching YouTube in your life?
Probably let's say 5, 6. I don't know, probably like probably like a year. Probably like a year or 6 months before we started this. Probably like 4 years before we started this cast. That's when I started watching. I wasn't watching it before.
So
I was watching it, but I was watching other people's shows.
Yeah, but you don't remember being able to actually see, like, you remember Faces of Death?
Yeah.
Okay. So before I ever saw that, the very first video that I saw like that was called Unknown Russian Soldier. And they beheaded this fucking guy in the woods with a buck knife, which I actually owned the same knife that they did that to, which was crazy.
What's the name of that? Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find that shit later. What's the name of it?
I don't know if that shit's still out there. So here's the thing. It used to be true free speech. Now, this is when I was like 14, 15 years old. You know, I'm 40 now. You can find vicious videos like that on YouTube. It was a true free platform, free speech platform. And they started regulating every fucking thing, dude, which I think has diminished the concept of what it was supposed to be, which I don't think that they should be posting things like that, you know, because it did stick with me as a kid throughout my years. Like, I don't think that people should really be watching shit like that, because it sticks inside, whether it gives you some form of euphoria, pleasure, or disgust factor or haunting feeling, you know, either way, it's still pretty impactful. And if you watch something like that with no impact, dude, you're out there, you're weird, you know. So but yeah, it was in black and white, but it was very vicious, man. It was very vicious, dude. And now
I can picture. You said black and white too. What's the name you called it though? Russian what?
Called Unknown Russian Soldier was what it was called.
Russian Soldier. Oh, okay. I'm trying to find that shit too, because I used to get shit like that, but it was like a couple of years ago. My people used to send it. It used to be like cartel shit, but they was getting beheaded, pit bulls chewing their balls.
And where'd you see it though? On YouTube?
No, he sent it to me from another website, and this was
man. You better be careful, dude. You're gonna get something from the dark web, and with some kind
of no more.
It'll have some kind of tracking fucking virus to it, dude, and like, you know. Sometimes, man, the government puts out that shit so they can find that it's not all the way illegal, but it's very, very tiptoeing on it, you know. Sometimes hey man, you know, I don't want to get too much into conspiracy shit because that's like TOS, but I do think that sometimes it's pushed out there purposefully and illegally, and just so that they can trap you and entice you to go further with it, so that they can weed out shit. Plus, I also think that they're just involved with it anyway. So.
I don't get them shits no more though, for real. Yo, what song you want to hit, man, before we get up out of here?
We have 2 left. What was it?
Oh, that's right there. I don't know. Oh yeah, we did.
Trust.
We played Punchline, so we didn't play those 2.
All right, we got one Food for Thought, and then we got War Ready.
So Food for Thought is the video that I'm in with Tech9, which, I mean, unless you see that outfit that you have, the screenshot outfit that you have there, that was actually that's the outfit that I was wearing, but I had a clown mask, not on the whole thing, but it's a whole group of people, and it's like in a concert setting. So me and the wife are both in it. And I had made a video back when and like screenshotted where you can see my fat fucking nose and my bald head. It's like, there I am. And you can see my tattoo, this one here. And I think you can see my wife's. My wife also has a Ninja Turtle. Hers is Leonardo. And then my son's is Raphael. My daughter is Michelangelo.
Oh my gosh, y'all all got turtles? Oh.
Yeah, and then my mom's got a turtle shell and it says Cowabunga.
Y'all the turtles.
Yeah, turtles.
Yeah. My adopted son, I'm gonna get him to get Machine Head, which is a robot, which is gonna be hard kind of because he's darker skinned, but I wanted to he's like metallic or silver and gold, dude. He's a cyborg Ninja Turtle. He's a badass. So, and they adopted him in the Ninja Turtles. I'm like, that's the fucking perfect thing, dude. You're the adopted kid. You're the adopted turtle, man.
Lord have mercy.
They got adopted turtle for real?
Yeah. His name is Machine Head. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, Machine Head, the one that came out of the back, right?
I don't know if he came out. They built I forgot who did it. They built him knowing all the fighting styles of every turtle so that
Yeah.
he can defeat him. And then they reprogrammed him to a good guy.
Yep, I remember. He came out of the back thing.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I used to watch him on the show.
Turtle Power?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, for real though. I love Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I used to watch that shit. I don't think it was out then. When I was
Me
watching
too.
that, what, 90s? Early 90s?
Yeah. I think it started in 89 or 88 or something.
Hey, wait a minute, y'all. Telling our age. Let's play this. Let's play this video. Tech 9 featuring RMR.
Yeah, Remmer.
Oh, Rimmer. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You know, it's 3 letters, but yeah, that's how it's Remmer.
All right. What does it say? Father figure. Let's go.
I was off in the corner over there.
Easy.
You gotta make room for the little fish, yeah.
For sure. You already know that. We want to thank you so much for popping out.
We got one more.
Oh, we got another one?
He got one more.
Oh.
He said 3.
Oh, he did send 3. Let's see. War Ready by ASAP Preach.
This man just followed me out of nowhere because I started pushing like just good Christian shit and positivity.
Okay.
I've invited him to also come to a show and shit, man. We've talked a little bit. This dude, he's a badass Christian rapper, man, and they don't play. Him and like Tyson James and Bryson Gray are the ones that I really listen to. Badass motherfuckers.
Okay.
Man, let's get it, baby. Send it, we spend that.
You already know. He know now. If you send it, we spin it.
I say that shit all. I tell anybody I say you send it, they play it. Period. I like that. You send it, they spin it. I'm gonna say that next.
Mm-hmm. You already know. All right, y'all. ASAP Preach. Let's go. War Ready.
Preach.
You can tell that I'm already. Just can look in my eyes. You can tell that I'm already. You can see the fire inside. You can tell that I'm already. You see me, I'm already. I'm keeping that word in me and keeping that soul with me. You see that I'm already. I'm ready. You see that I'm already. Hey. I ain't waiting for the bell to ring, you better cover up and come with it. Broke out from the bottom of the grave, defied the odds of morticians. At worst, they stand firm and hold my position. Command ops with the opposition. That word packed, I'm fully loaded, my heart steady. I know the mission, I'm ready. Better stand by with a medic. It doesn't matter what it looks like right now, we win and that's prophetic. I woke up this morning, I had to get ready to try to come after my family. I would not believe in the lie, so I bring out the word when the devil is crafty. Hey, back and forth again, standing here with a few good men. I got your 6, you know that brotherhood is strong when all of y'all come from the sticks. We done seen it all before, so we ready to get it in. We're not alone, our God is ready to defend. You can tell that I'm already. Just can look in my eyes. You can tell that I'm already. You can see the fire inside. You can tell that I'm already. You see me, I'm already. I'm keeping that word in me and keeping that soul with me. You see that I'm already. You see that I'm already. They hoping that I'm gonna leave. Sorry, that's not gonna be my purpose. Is telling the truth to you, how awful it seems. To me, honestly, it's all that I eat. And you will never see me with the mark of the beast. No way, they can get my head off, my soul is okay. The devil can take us all out, my brothers don't play. You should pray, you can't take no baggage on the soul train. If you like the God, cause he's the only way. My father, devil really want that smoke, I got that Zaza. That's that Holy Ghost, I keep it close. It's a fire. I draw close, stay on God's side. If the devil tryna flex, it's on side. Just can look in my eyes. You can tell that I'm already. You can see the fire inside. You can tell that I'm already. You see me, I'm already. I'm keeping that word in me and keeping that soul with me. You see that I'm already. Gracious. You see that I'm already. coulda fucked the one who took the lashes on his back and was massacred. I know he ain't scared of death, cause he fought death and he mastered it. He's a king, he's coming back for righteous war to establish it. Yeshua, I'm a Shia, you my Lord, I confess it. If I die in battle for you, that'd be a beautiful blessing. I got the fire in me, ain't no retiring. I'ma keep looking skyward while I shoot. It's the way that you hardwired me. And either way, I know I'm hitting my target, a trade shooter. I know I'm just supposed to aim at the darkness where I breathe. ASAP, Nikki Gracious, we warrior. You could never stand against us if the Lord be for us. I'm ready.
You can tell that I'm already. Yeah, that was all. They did not curse either. You heard that?
Yeah.
They don't curse at all. They're all Christian rappers, man. They don't curse, but they talk about real shit for sure.
That's why they was talking that shit. They definitely talking
The
that
second the second guy is ASAP Preach, by the way, just to be clear, but just for FYI. Dude.
Okay.
Yeah, they got great shit. And I would suggest, like, if you think that that's some different type of Christian rap that you've never heard and it's got some thump to it, check him out. And then check out, like I said, Tyson James and Bryson Gray. They are beyond talented. And like one of the songs they got together called Gun Totin' Bible Thumper. So they 2A, that's also awesome song. But yeah, they don't fuck around with the stance on their Christian beliefs, and they give a lot of pushback to society's infantilization of everything being sexual and like I said, decadent. Like everything is just do what you want and let live. Let be, as long as you just do you, and that's all good. Just keep it to you. And it's like, well, it's trickling every fucking where, and we need some more voice of reason to push back on it. So that's what they. Very controversial type Christian rap. So you may like it, you may not. I don't know.
We're not tomorrow, so
yeah. If you
shit
got it, send it. You know what I'm saying? Or have
That's
them.
I will then. I'll send a couple really good songs with some fucking fantastic beats. That really that's you got everybody's got to admit, dude, that the beat is one of the first thing. It is the first thing that clicks when you're in the music. And an intro is very strong. And sometimes you can get away with a not such a great intro, but a fantastic fucking follow through. But a couple of these things, they captured me. I'm like, these motherfuckers are talented. So I started pouring through everything they had, and they're really good, man. The shit that they do, it's really, really good, and it's got a great message, at least on its face, to society. I would say I don't think that any society can flourish better than with Christian ethics, whether you believe in God or not. Because even everybody can say, you're supposed to turn the other cheek, love the enemy, feed the enemy, all this shit. Like if everybody lived by Christian ethics, whether you believe in God or not, this world would be nothing but peace, and there is no other religion that I know of that will that has the same type of standards. There's still a standard in there, which anybody says, oh, the Crusades, or back then the Christians say you don't believe in God, they'll kill you. Those aren't Christians. There's no way in hell that follow, or there's every way in hell. There's every way in hell that doesn't follow real Christian ethics. If they did that, they crossed the line they were never supposed to.
Exactly.
We're not supposed to put people to the sword in that way, but we are supposed to hold them to a standard of, we're not going to let you continue to go unchecked. We'll tell you that you're sinning. We can't tell you you're going to hell. You're not supposed to make salvific claims, but we will tell you that it's not looking likely. You know what I mean? But yeah, just saying. I think that the ethics that we live by, or that Christians are supposed to live by, an actual Christian, there is no better way for society to flourish. We're under replacement rate on our childbirth. Like we don't even have a society in the future. Japan's about to go. We need the people having babies. We need families staying together. We need society being stronger and more modest and more conserved and just better for the future instead of I want to get mine.
Right.
Fuck yours. Stop getting yours. Where's
It's like
your
every man
duty?
for himself. Yep.
Yeah, where's all the rights that everybody fights for? I've never seen people fight for a right for like more responsibility or more duty. It's always they're fighting tooth and nail to get some fucking crazy degenerate piece of shit thing that spoils something that was traditionally good, and they just want to pollute it and dilute it. And I've never seen one person be like, you know what? Let's fight for a law that betters our society and in some form of flourishment with duty, with no benefit to me. I actually have to sacrifice for others to flourish. There is no fucking fight for that shit on the dockets. You know what I mean? Like people aren't fighting so hard for that. And yeah, we need more of that. And those are the people again that I follow. But those Christian rappers, that's what they push against. Is like, here's what real Christian ethics are. And I will say this though. We're not 100% pacifists. We will fuck you up if you push the line because we believe in self-defense and we believe in preserving life even at the expense of somebody else's life. If it has to end yours to preserve others, it will happen. And I think that that's very godly. We aren't some fucking sheep out here. We are lions like we're told to be. Jesus was flipping tables and whipping Pharisees. Don't get it twisted. He was a man of man, a man of men. That dude was a great way for a role model. He's a great role model for people to live by. And they think about the forgiveness and they forget about the grace and the truth. They forget about, the other side, dude. There is wrath involved with some of that. So
Yep. It has to
stop focusing on all the love and understand that tough love is a thing as well.
For sure, for sure.
Yes, sir. Blessings to all, baby.
What a great way to end the show.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
We love it. Thank you so much for pulling up.
Honored. I am honored to be here. You guys, like I said before, one of my favorite fucking channels to go on because you're just super chill. And I assume you guys are husband and wife, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long have you guys been together? I'm sorry to flip it, and I know you want to go. I'm just curious.
Like a little bit before we started.
Well, I had to look back at him. That's not good.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries.
No, it's supposed to be the other way around. Like the girl always knows. Right?
you're like, how long have we been together?
4 years. Yeah, like 4 years.
Okay, I could say this. It feels like you guys, like the interaction you have, it seems you're very, you have a great energy. A lot of light comes from your interaction. I feel like you guys have been together longer and like in a good way. You guys seem to be very, very comfortable and cool with each other. I very much like the energy that you give. I love, it is hard for you guys to give a bad critique. You guys give bad, you'll let somebody know if it's trash, but you guys always seem to find some good positive in the things that people send, and you're always bobbing your head and enjoying it. And I think that's pure enjoyment of other people's raw talent coming out of the fucking dark, out of the woodwork, trying to push their fucking their name, their movement out there, and you guys are just rocking to it. And it's like I like to rock to it too. I tell my wife, I'm like, you know what, man, most of what they play is pretty fucking deep. Like the people who come and send their shit in, it is not bad. Some of it isn't even for me, but I can't deny that it's talented. It's
exactly. That's what we try to tell people. They're like, that's trash. I'm like, it's not really. You just don't like it. It's not your style. So
you got to be open. You got to be better open to understand that. Yeah, maybe you don't like it, but you can't deny the talent. You can't deny that there's hard work, passion, message, and clarity. Like dude had a fucking or chick had a fucking a direction and went there and executed it. And then put it out there for the world to hear. It's amazing. And I like that you guys do that. So I appreciate, I hate that dude didn't fucking show up for the interview. Like I said, you say it, do it. Be about what the fuck you say.
They hit us up in 1-on-1 tonight. The spot's already taken.
Cool. Oh, no, yeah. So, look, just be about what you say. Stand on your fucking words. Put a foundation of what you say strong enough to hold you up. All right? Stop fucking being weak, hollow speaking bitches. Just keep your fucking word. So that's all. And so I thank you for again letting me on here. Thank you guys.
For sure.
You already know. Bless up.
You already know.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Help us help you. We helping everybody. Let's get it.
Right.
Baby.
Right.
That's
Facts.
all it is. We
You
all
back
in,
at
man.
tomorrow.
we
Yes,
all in
man.
this together. And we'll see y'all tomorrow night at 9:30.
Yeah, if you're free or whatever, you can just send us something if you got something.
Yeah, I'll be popping on there too because this Mondays and Tuesdays are my days off. So Sunday night and Monday night I get to stay up late. I get up at 3:30 in the morning to go to work, so that's why
Oh,
like
okay.
Okay.
I'm sporadic when I'm on with you guys. But yeah, man, thank you. I'll definitely pop up tomorrow.
For sure, for sure.
All
right.
right.
So you
Know,
all right.
whenever you got time.
Mhm.
All right, hey man, have a great night. See you guys.
You too, man. What's up?
Peace.
Peace.
All right, Drew.